this is the second part. This is the continuation of the lesson number 5, the summit within, from Honeydew textbook. Looking back, I find that I have not yet fully explained why I climb Everest. It is like answering a question: why you breathe, why do you help your neighbor, why do you want to do good acts? There is no final answer possible. So as this is the question, he said that why do you help your neighbor, why do you breathe, is there no proper answer? Same like that, there is no answer proper that why he had decided to climb the Mount Everest. And then there is a fact that Everest is not just a physical climb. The man who has been to the mountain top becomes conscious in a special manner of his own smallness in this large universe. And it was really difficult, and it's as the difficult task he has done. He said it is not only a physical climb, but it is also attached with emotionally and a spiritual. The physical conquest of a mountain. Conquest means defeat, a victory. Of a mountain is only one part of the achievement. There is more to it than that. It is followed by a sense of fulfillment. There is the satisfaction of a deep urge. Deep urge. Urge means to force somebody to rise above one's surroundings. It is the eternal love for adventure in man. The experience is not merely physical, it is emotional, it is spiritual. Yes, he said that it is a attachment of it is an emotional attachment, it is a spiritual attachment. Consider a typical climb towards the summit on the last heights. You are sharing a rope with another climber. You form in. He cuts the steps in the hard ice. Then he belays and you inch your way up. The climb is grim. Grim means very serious. You strain. Every nerve as you take every step. Famous climbers have left records of the help given by others. They have also recorded how they needed just that help, else they might have given up. Breathing is difficult. You curse yourself. Curse means a word that used for expressing anger, कि हम अपने आप को ही शाप देते हैं, that you curse yourself, that why you have decided to come here, why you have taken that kind of decision to come. Because a person who is climbing the Mount Everest or climbing a summit, it's very difficult for the person to breathe. So everything comes together, and the exertion and no energy, and because of the coldness, the feet become numb, and all things they have to face. And that's why the person curses himself for having let yourself in for this. You wonder why you were ever undertook the ascent. Means why a person, why this Mr. Ahluwalia, he said that why I have taken this kind of decision. There are moments when you feel like going back. So as it was the difficult task for Mr. Ahluwalia, he said that he also feel the same, that it was a difficult task, and it was he also feel like going back, and it would be sheer. It would be sheer means pure or complete, we can say. And strain means force. It would be sheer or complete to go down instead of up, but almost at once you snap out. Snap means to break or be broken suddenly of that mood. There is something in you that does not let you give up, and that if we that suddenly comes in you, that that thing cannot does not let you give up to give up or to leave that. That inspires you, no, we have to do that in this way, and you go on. Your companion keeps up with you, just another 50 feet or 100 maybe. You ask yourself, is there no end? You look at your companion and he looks at you. You draw inspiration from each other, and then without first being aware of it. You are at the summit, and in that difficult task, by seeing the companion and asking each other, is there end or not, how far it is, and suddenly they reach at the summit. And that was the greatest joy has come in Mr. Ahluwalia's life. Looking around from summit, you tell yourself that it was worthwhile. It was worthwhile means useful or satisfying. Other silvery peaks appear through the clouds. If you are lucky, the sun may be on them. If you are lucky, then you can see the sunrise on them, on the silver peaks. Silver peaks means it is fully covered with the ice. The surrounding peaks look like a jeweled necklace around the neck of your summit. Below, you see vast valleys sloping into the distance. It is an ennobling. Ennobling means give someone a noble rank or title. Enriching means to improve the quality. Experience to just look down from the summit of a mountain. You bow down and make you obeisance to whichever god you worship. So if any person goes there, and if a person is worshipper of whichever god, so suddenly the person bow down and just give thanks to the Lord which he worship or which she worship. I left on Everest a picture of Guru Nanak, and then Mr. Ahluwalia, as he was a Sikh, he left the picture of Guru Nanak on that Everest. Then Rawat left a picture of Goddess Durga, as he was Hindu. Dorji left a relic of the Buddha. Relic means an object. Edmund Hillary had buried a cross under a cairn, a heap of rocks. When there was a heap of rocks with stones and ice, and so he buried a cross over there in the snow. And there are not symbols of conquest but of reverence. Reverence means deep respect for someone or something. So after climbing the Everest, it was a very difficult task, but when he reached there, that was the greatest thing comes in his life, and he feels that yes, of course, and he becomes very humble after that. He said the person never becomes same. The experience of having climbed to the summit. The experience of having climbed to the summit changed you completely. Yes, Mr. H.P.S. Ahluwalia said that the experience of climbing the summit changes the person completely. There is another summit. It is within yourself. It is within our self. Means when we are climbing the summit, that is a physical thing. But he says that there is always another summit within ourselves. It is in your own mind. Each man carries within himself his own mountain peak. He must climb it to reach to a fuller knowledge of himself. It is fearful and unscalable. Unscalable means not capable of being climbed. It cannot be climbed by anyone else. You yourself have to do it. So the summit within us, we have to climb it by ourselves. No one can do that for us. We have to do it. The physical act of climbing to the summit of a mountain outside is akin. Akin means similar to something. To the act of climbing the mountain within, the effects of both the climbs are the same, whether the mountain you climb is physical or emotional and spiritual. So the effect of both the climbs means if you are climbing the mountain or if you are climbing the summit within us, both the effects are same. Whether the mountain you climb is physical, if it is a physical, emotional or spiritual, the climb will certainly change you. It teaches you much about the world and about yourself. Yes. when we decided to climb it, of course it teaches something. Adventure means a risky or daring journey or undertaking. He said that it is a kind of undertaking. I venture to think that my experience as an Everester has provided me with the inspiration to face life's ordeals. Hmm? Ordeals means painful experiences. Resolutely means with determination or firmness. Climbing the mountain was a worthwhile experience. That was his worthwhile experience. Worthwhile means useful experience. The conquest means the victory of the internal summit is equally worthwhile. The internal summits are perhaps higher than Everest. So, eh, as there are, he said that there are two types of submission. We have to climb the two types of summit. The summit within, this is the most important, and the Mount Everest as he climbed. But he said that the internal is summits are perhaps higher than the Everest. So that is the highest thing, that is the greatest thing that we have to do. So this is the lesson by Mr. H.P.S. Ahluwalia. Thank you.